everyone, this is Keith Scott from Apple City, Australia. I'm one of the voices that will let you loose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kelly and Andy McPhee.
Yeah, for sure. Where can you find it on the internet? Is it on DVD or is it streaming or what site?
It's on Prime. So in North America and Mexico, and the UK, it's on Prime. So you can look up My Eyes on that. And as I said, I'm not exactly sure what platform it is on in India because India's just bought that, and obviously China, they're now the distributors now obviously trying to to sell it within China, that country, which would be amazing. Um, but yeah, but in Australia, it's not available yet, right? So that's why we're trying to petition these, get, get these buyers to go, hey, there's something there. But definitely North America for sure. On Prime, you can look it up.
Got it. So how did
Yeah.
your film career begin in general?
Oh, gosh, it's so funny. I was one of those cliches where I got into medicine after high school, got into full-time musical theater, right? And, being Asian, I wasn't allowed to do the arts at all. So, I actually became an optometrist and did that. I had my family as well. And it wasn't until my youngest daughter was one where I auditioned for NIDA, the National Institute of Dramatic Art here in Sydney, Australia. Got in and just changed my life. Like I loved it. It's always what I've kind of wanted to do. And I went, if I want to do this, I'm gonna do this properly, right? Right. Um, so I got into acting first. And it wasn't until a short film that I was in, it was about domestic violence, and I was cast as one of the leads. And what happened was that the writer had a falling out with the crew, which not surprising in this industry. But I said to the writer, it's a really important topic, like I think it's really important to awareness about this issue. And I said, look, I know people. I can get crew for you. I can help, with you to get your film up. So I did. I got them all together, and they said, but Suzanne, we don't have a producer. You do it. And I went, what? I'm like, what's a producer? Right? This was like about 14 years ago. And so, okay, sure, no, I'll help, right? So I produced it, right? And then I
Hmm.
realized I loved it because as an optometrist, but I was always working as executive in corporate. So, I've um used to business. I had my own integrative health wellness center for women. So it was all that. And I realized producing, it's quite literally owning a business, but starting it from scratch every time, in a sense, right? With a film or a TV show, you're starting it again from scratch.
Hmm.
And I went, oh my God, it's perfect. It's my creative mix of my business skills merged into one. So that's how the producing side started to happen. And then it's just gone from there, and My Eyes has done my third, multi-million dollar feature film. Obviously made a lot of different things in between, like, leading up to my feature films.
Hmm.
Um, and now what we've done over the last couple of years is we formed the Greenlight Entertainment Group, where because I found that, making films independently it's quite difficult, right? Regardless of where you are in the career, you could be established. It's still hard to get anything up. Doesn't matter how big your budgets are, and we're seeing it's very volatile industry at the moment, right? There's a lot of businesses that are merging or are closing or whatever is going on. And with our experience, with financing, my background with that, I went, no, there's got to be a better way to do this where everyone can win. We can all have a sustainable career in this industry, where we can enjoy the journey and the process, right? And not be burnt and minimize the amount of red tape and exploitation. So I created the Greenlight Entertainment Group where I got together five partners. We're all financially minded in the sense of we're either production accountants, financial producers, executive producers, um, where it's quite literally a one-stop shop, like a full spectrum financing, production, distribution company, where we're helping filmmakers greenlight their shows, but from an ethical, sustainable way, to help guide something that I wished I had when I was starting and emerging, and even now, to have someone and a team generally care, to actually get things up and succeed as best as possible.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.